among the Mount Olympus of some of the most terrible moguls in the world. They're thinking about all these sorts of things.
I would say if I was Keir Starmer, the one great bit of news is you can rely on everyone in Hollywood. I think people are shook up in Hollywood. They really are, because I think, again, because there's a certain mindset there. I think they were surprised by what happened. I think it's damaged them. It's so many of them now want to move over here.
The actors,
the artists,
not
the
the
directors,
executives and
the
the
writers.
agents.
Oh, not the execs. I mean,
or the agents, because they already knew, I think.
Yeah, like they could care less.
Well, they can kind of make some more money.
Yeah, that's all they care about. But everyone else is going to come over here and make their movies here. It's amazing news for the British film industry. I have to say that.
We'll see.
Every single actor and director is going.
Will there be a big tariff on our movies, though?
Oh, God. I mean, listen.
But listen, okay, let's talk a little bit, because you did have I Got News for You, and you were fantastic on it on Friday, and I very much enjoyed I think you said to me when we were messaging each other about it, you said no one was really in the mood to whine, which I thought was a good way of putting it.
I don't know. It's fascinating. There's a tightrope there, I think, between saying jokes that you know the audience will laugh at, an easy joke that will release people's pain, and understanding that that's what got us in this trouble in the first place.
Which a show like South Park, for instance, really avoids. That's always been equal opportunity defence, and lots of the most interesting things satire about politics entirely has come via how many series now of South Park, which is sort of, I'll be interested to see what they do with it.
But that was interesting because Roy Wood Jr. was hosting it. Roy Wood Jr. has done, The Daily Show and stuff like that for a long time. And I think that, the fact that Trump won unequivocally actually is sort of easier, because you have to take it. If you're on the side of the Democrats, you have to take it and work out why it happened and what to do next. And he was talking about the next 4 years. He said, we did 4 years of the Daily Show where it was Trump every single day. And he said, you're writing great jokes, and he's doing the most crazy stuff, and you're doing great sketches about it, and you're pointing out hypocrisies every second, and it doesn't move the dial at all. So he goes, what do we do for the next 4 years? He said is the interesting thing, because you still want to make great comedy.
Well, that's what Peter Cook. Do you remember Peter Cook? I told you when it's that famous line when he set up the establishment, and he said it was a tribute to all the political cabarets of Berlin in the 1930s, which did so much to prevent the rise of Adolf Hitler. Okay, so satire doesn't work. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. There'll always be people on the left saying, "Oh yeah, you're just making a little joke about him. That means you're normalising him." It's like, okay. First of all, you've confused the sort of object of the joke with the subject of the joke. Second of all you do is sit all day on Twitter, right? You work for Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Breaking news. You literally do this for free. You work for Elon Musk, but he doesn't pay you. Okay, that's who you are. So there's all these sort of people saying, oh, no, you can't make jokes about it. One, you absolutely can. I think some of the best, all types of creativity gets made in the decline of an empire, and whether or not you think America's just on the point of getting to its good part, or
maybe,
or whether, this kind of convulsion is a sign of something else. Lots of interesting things and amazing pieces of creativity happen in that time. So it has the potential to be a very kind of interesting, creative time, 100%. And suggesting that if you're making a joke about it, you are, normalising fascism, whatever. I mean, God, you are definitely a big part of the problem. Not just, you are. If you're thinking that you can't talk about this, you can't joke about it, you can't do anything, what are you actually doing? Is it just sitting on Twitter policing people who are doing it? Because if that's you, A, you work for Elon Musk, and B, you are 100% part of the problem. You are a talker down to.
Honestly, that's at the heart of the conversations I've had with various different academics, is it becomes evident to normal voters when they are being spoken down to. I mean, they get it.
They've definitely got the message now. Yeah,
they absolutely understand that. So I think that, the thing would be, if you want to make a difference, then there are forums out there which are not the ones that we grew up with.
Yes, and I would also say that hyper-partisan media, whilst is the norm to some degree, the less partisan you are and the more impartial you try to be, and the more you try and look at a different way. And impartiality doesn't mean having two people from really polar opposites of the spectrum arguing, because most people, by the way, are in the middle and want more information. As I said, given all the things and all the commentary about Trump that was made, and it had no effect, then the traditional media must consider itself completely ineffective in its current form, because they were all on one side, okay?